freedom, freedom, freedom over fame, freedom over cycle stays the same.
Peace and blessings, family. Welcome back to Spiritual Ways, advice from me to you. And as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about the spring equinox. We're going to be talking about two topics: the spring equinox and the big shift and awakening that's going to be happening on this earth. And in my experience my experience right now in the present moment of me going through a shift and a spiritual awakening while growing a being and opening a portal within myself. So first things first, I came out here to actually draw while I was talking about this. So basically, yesterday was the spring equinox, which was March 19th. Today is March 20th. So it is still continuing the opening of the portal of the spring and the awakening of Mother Gaia. So recently I just been feeling the urge to not only connect with myself, but to connect with nature, because I can feel the big shift and the big awakening right now as we speak. And I know that my health and the way that I eat is a number one priority for me on this big shift and big awakening, because in order to have an open mind to certain things and certain situations, what you put in your body can alternate your mind and alternate the way that you think. So when you put living foods and living fruits and vegetables within your body that has the perfect amount of vitamins and things like that within you, then your brain will start to work at its natural course, because that is the natural pattern, the natural way we are supposed to eat. We are not supposed to eat dead animals or dead flesh, because that will only keep our energy stagnant when we are supposed to be rising at this time. And a lot of people like to debate with me and go back and forth with me on me being vegetarian and stuff, and I have been slacking because I have been eating cheese and stuff like that. But it's time for me to not only think for myself, but think about the being that I'm growing and the being that I am raising, which is my goddess, which is Egypt. Her name is Egypt. And my son is not here just yet, but he will be here in a few months. And I'm just getting ready for this big shift, and not only for myself, but for my I don't like to say children, but for my beings as well, the ones that I created. I want them to be able to know the knowledge of food, and to know the knowledge of self, and to know the knowledge of your mind, body, and soul is all connected in one. So if your gut is a mind within its own. See, when your gut is unhealthy, then your mind will be unhealthy as well. And a lot of people, right now there's a big shift. There's a shift within the people that's still in religions and still believing in one God and still having that closed mind to the opening of the portals of the spiritual world. Those people are on this side, and the people that's waking up and on this spiritual journey is on this side. And the world is beginning to do a natural split, and that natural split is already here. It actually happened in 2021, I believe. I think COVID was still around. It haven't yet COVID haven't yet went away, so I'm pretty sure it's 21, 22. But there was a major shift that happened then with the whole entire planet. But there is about to be a very, very massive shift with the whole entire planet as well when the solar eclipse happens on April 8th. And my thoughts on the solar eclipse, honestly, I haven't done enough meditation, so I still have to go within myself. But I've been seeing and hearing a lot about it. And honestly, I think it's going to be a very, very, very big awakening for our people. If you know, you know. If you feel it, you feel it. And I definitely feel it, like, as we speak. And lately, I've been just trying to focus my attention on my body, because even though this is my temple, and once I leave this earth, I won't be taking this temple with me. But while I'm here on this earth, I want to live a long, luxury, abundant life. And in order to do that, you have to make sure that you are eating lively every day. To stay alive, you have to eat lively every single day, no matter what. And I'm gonna wait for this car to pass because it's really kind of loud. But yeah, like, you gotta eat right. And you can eat, I guess I'll say, the people that do eat flesh and animals and dead things, if you eat that, don't take it to the extent where you eat it every single day. Like, it should be an every once in a while thing where you eat meat. I feel like that's how it should be. But the way that people are programmed, and the way that this government and the people that's on top is programming us with these food commercials, these mukbangs, these ASMRs, and all this different type of stuff, it's making us crave and crave and crave more things outside of ourselves, when we are really supposed to be going within for everything. We are basically 90-something% of water, so we have to stay hydrated all the time. But in order to stay truly hydrated, you got to get the right nutrients from hydration, which is H3O2. I think it's H3O2, if I'm not mistaken. But you can get that from coconuts and different fruits and things like that. But coconut is a very good hydration for anybody, especially if you're pregnant or if you're sick. Coconut water, or a raw coconut with its own water in it, that's really good as well. And another thing I wanted to speak about is let me think, let me collect my thoughts. But another thing I wanted to speak on is how good and how well they are able to program us, because I turned vegetarian in February, and when I made that decision, my mind was strictly on being healthy. Like, yeah, I ate cheese here and there, or I ate veggie pieces here and there, but my mind was strictly on eating healthy. And then as time went on, and I started to slack and crave different things outside of myself, I lost not all touch within myself, but I lost the main priority that I was focusing on, and I lost my my path of thought or whatever, because I was on social media too much, scrolling too much, losing a lot of my brain cells to the electronics and electricity around me, that it made me forget what my purpose was on this journey. And I'm now starting to get them thoughts back, and I'm now starting to get that intuition back, to where I know what I'm supposed to be doing on my life's journey and different things like that. And ever since I became vegetarian, I've been more in tune with not only myself but Mother Gaia. Anytime I see, because in the beginning of my pregnancy, I'm not gonna lie, I was craving seafood, and I did eat me some seafood, and after I ate it, I noticed that it wasn't even that good to be craving it that much. And to eat the flesh, it made me really feel some type of way, because I'm eating basically myself, and it just made me feel some type of way. And that's why I would never go back to eating flesh ever again, because I know how it can lower your vibration and it can make your hormones, especially as a female, change and switch. And also, like with red meat and stuff like that, like steaks and stuff like that, women should not eat that in general. Like in general, us females should not be eating that stuff, because it can give us thyroid problems, stomach issues, and in our fallopian reproduction tubes, it can give us issues within that as well. And as a female, and as me going through this big shift and this big change and this big awakening, I know that now is the priority to keep not only myself healthy and wealthy, but my children, but my beings as well. Because I got to start changing the way that I speak and stuff like that, because these words are really powerful and they really hold a lot of attention and a lot of energy within these words. That's what keeps a lot of these beings still going, is because they is because, but yeah, hold on, y'all. But yeah, as I continue to go on this spiritual journey and stuff like that, I start to notice that a lot of this stuff is not as important as we thought it was. Like a lot of the things that we do in life makes our life way harder than what it actually can be. And there's a lot of bees around me right now. That's how you know I'm vibrating at a high frequency right now. But yeah, a lot of these things keep us stagnant, and they make our life so much harder than what it has to be. Like our life can be so simple as long as we live simply and not focus on materialistic things all the time. Like nowadays, men and women, female and male, focus too much on materialistic things all the time, and that just keeps them more distracted from themselves and their purpose. But I just wanted to come on here and speak to y'all about the spring equinox and about everything that's going on. But I'm gonna get back to you guys again. Peace.